Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashem Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great wisdom and teaching of Ruba. Peace and salutation and Akia, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing the truth and risking the whole lives to the four corners of earth. We are the brothers of Great Millstone Toronto, here again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America the Great, Babylon the Great, aka Assyria, aka Nineveh, aka spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, right? And repentance to the Israelites, Israel being a people before it's a place. This good news, the gospel, right? Any scriptures you brothers want to bring up? But there's a lot going on. Right, and we're about to see, we're seeing a lot of signs start to manifest. Right, we have this Esau's medium is pushing this solar eclipse that's coming on Monday. Right, has people posting videos and all for it. Right?
This is Matthew 24, starting at 2. And Yahushai said to them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another.
Right, one stone upon another. Right, our Lord was prophesying 70 AD, the Romans coming in and sacking Jerusalem. Well, we could apply this to the destruction that's coming to America the Great, Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
That shall not be thrown down. Verse 3. And as he sat up on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
Right, tell us when shall these things be? The disciples were inquiring to our Lord Yahushai, what are these? What should we look for the head?
And the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world.
Right, the sign of thy coming and the end of the world. Right, a time period. You look at this word "world" as eon, right, meaning a time period, a age. Right, the Romans, right, these blasted Edomites. Go ahead.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceives you. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, right, saying, I am the Hamashiach.
Right. We got many within Israel with their caps, claiming that they're King David. Right. Go ahead.
And shall deceive many.
And their congregation is deceived, man. Scriptures say, the blind shall lead the blind. If the blind lead the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right. Are we not in that time? Right. Look at these multiple skirmishes throughout the world. Proxy wars, third-party wars. You got the war in the Ukraine. You got what's going on over there in the land, Gaza. Right. Sudan, Kenya, all over the world. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Right, and that's a message to the elect. Be not troubled. Right, so when we see these news headlines, wars and rumors of war, we're not troubled. It must pass. Right, we got people. The world is mass hysteria right now, bugging out. Multiple things going on. Right, posting videos on social media is an atrocity. Right, last week people were arrested at a march. Mm-hmm. Right, go ahead.
But the end not yet. Verse 7. For nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right. And there shall be famines and pestilences.
Right, famines and pestilences, man. Right, the food chain is in disarray right now.
That's right.
Right, we're on the verge. We ain't seen nothing yet. Right, everything's smaller. Produce is smaller. I saw baby lettuce the other day. I've never seen baby lettuce in my whole life till the other day. Right?
And earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, earthquakes in diverse places. Right, Friday, New York got touched. Right, and it's a rare thing for the East Coast to get touched by New York, by earthquakes. Mm-hmm. Diverse places. Right, a few days before that was Taiwan. The day after Taiwan was Japan. Okay. A lot of people don't know Japan got touched as well.
Yep.
Right, go ahead.
All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Right, the beginning of sorrows. Right, what does that mean? Beginning, it's the start. We're not even in the middle. We haven't even grasped the surface, touched the surface. Right?
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right? And the ancient apostles were persecuted, demonized. Some were beheaded. Some were sawn asunder. Right? Right?
Verse 11. And many false prophets shall arise and deceive many.
Second Ezra 5 and 11. Nevertheless, as concerning the token, behind it said, behold, the day shall come, that they that which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number.
Right. They that dwell on the earth shall be taken in great number. Right? What does that mean? Mass death. We ain't seen death yet. Right? All of us that played video games in the world when we were young growing up, we have kill streaks. We break world records of death on video games. The Lord Yahweh Mashiach Shai is about to break all records of death that he's ever done in the past.
It's going to be very bad. But even like during the time of famine and stuff, there's going to be a lot of death. And after the nuclear, like after the destruction, there's going to be a lot of death. But because of the nuclear radiation, right?
And the minds of these people in this world, they're not ready for mass death. Right? Here in the West, they're not ready for it.
Hey, even you Jakes that grew up in the hood, right? You've seen death, and this is a different level, man. Yep. And then, you know what shows you that the Venezuelans coming up here, tearing shit up. Yep. They have a whole different mentality, man.
The day which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden.
Right? The way of truth shall be hidden. Right? The Lord Yahweh Shai is about to take his men off the street corners. He's about to send online platforms, put the spirit on Esau, Edom to censor the internet, social media. You're not going to be able to access this truth, right? That's when you're going to bug out. Go ahead.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Barren of faith. Once upon a time, you didn't hear about Israelites saying they're atheists, man. That was unheard of. You know, Jake, now you have all kinds of Jake doing rituals, saying they don't believe in the Most High. Go ahead.
But iniquity shall increase above that which now thou seest.
Right, and this place is demonic. America the Great, Babylon the Great is a demonic place. It's the only, you can be a Mo, you can worship whatever you want. You can identify as a dog or a cat. Right, you can sleep with a dog, a cat. Right now they want to add a letter to the alphabet lifestyle, so they can have children. Go ahead.
For iniquity shall increase above that which thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago, and the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again and in the night, and the moon thrice in the day, and the blood shall drop off the wood.
And it's only the elect men of the Lord who possess this knowledge, this truth, right? In a dark place. Right? Go ahead.
And the blood shall drop out the wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled, and even he shall rule whom thou lookest not, for that to dwell upon the earth, and the fowl shall take their flight away together, and the Sodomish sea shall cast out fish, and
Sodomish sea, man. Right? Cast out fish. Right? We just saw before we started up, we saw alphabet lifestyle across the street, man, and he was flaming. Right? Go ahead.
the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, that which may have not, which they have not known, but they shall all hear the word thereof.
Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, go through the midst of the city. Right, the Lord has instructed an angel, a death angel, to go through the midst of the city. Jerusalem being a people before it's a place. Israelites, right, and set a mark upon them that sigh and that cry. That's the tawab, right, the mark of exemption, right, a sealing of the mind. The scriptures. Salaki, I misspoke, right? And just like in Revelation chapter 14, right, the sealing of the Father and His Son in their foreheads, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite.
Right, the other death angels, right? Go through the city and smite. Go through the house of Israel. Israel being a people before it's a place. And smite. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spear, neither have ye pity.
Right, these angels are not going to spare or have pity. Right, we just said many shall be taken in great number. Mass death. Go ahead.
Slay utterly, old and young.
Right, old and young. Go ahead.
Both maids and little children.
Right, women and children. Right, these death angels aren't gonna discriminate. Go ahead.
And women.
It said woman twice. You women out there, someone hold Isaiah 32. Tremble ye women. Go ahead.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Right, come not near any man upon whom is the mark. The mark of exemption. Lord willing, we're of that number. The elect, the hopeful elect. Right? The elect, the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? The men of the Lord will be covered in that day. Lord willing, we're of that number. Go ahead.
And begin at my sanctuary.
Right? Those that know this truth. Right? You have bug out camps out here teaching that the MOTV is spiritual. Right? Go ahead.
Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Verse 7. And he said unto them, Defile the house and fill the courts with the slain.
Right. Defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Right? Listen, the bodies, the Israelite casualties in that day, right? Fill the courts with the slain. Right? Innumerable. We're not going to be, we can't fathom how much death is going to take place. Go ahead.
Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city.
Right? The angels went forth and slew in the city. Right? The house of Israel. Right? This is what's coming for 2/3 of our people. Right? Death, destruction. Right? You're going to eat a missile. You're going to cannibalize one another. Famine. Women are going to be ravished. Right? Men are going to be ravished. But these UN troops, they got some twisted fetishes, man. A brother, I believe, was in the chat posted of a man who was in Kenya, and he had to flee when war came in, and he witnessed his uncle being raped by troops.
We get.
So this is Isaiah 32:9 in the NLT. It says, Listen, you women who lie around in ease.
Right, you women who lie around in ease, man. Right? There's a lot of, before we started up, there's a woman walking across the street. Lover of herself. She had the selfie going on, walking, oblivious to what's going on around her. She's at ease right now. Right? Scripture here is saying, listen, ye women that are at ease. Go ahead.
It says, Listen to me, you who are so smug. In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care.
Right, you women. Right, it's going to take a woman's going to need a man of the Lord in that day. Right, when all hell breaks loose, when the grid goes down, and it's anarchy and chaos, when you can't get gas because gas is electrically operated, you have no heat, no lights. Right, and it's savage town out here. Remember that movie, The Purge? That guy wanted the wife, the mother and the daughter who were his neighbors. He's saying, I think his name was Jose or something. He's saying, it's Jose's time, I'm getting mine. Right? She was ready, man. Right.
It says, for your fruit crops will fail and the harvest will never take place.
Right, your benefits, your paycheck, right, your Esau secure job. Right, a lot of these women out here, they work in cubicles full of men. Right, there'll be like 10 men and 4 women in the office place. They all got work husbands. Right, go ahead.
It says, and that's where adultery takes place.
That's right.
It's workforce, right? A woman's not supposed to be in the workforce, right? It says, tremble, you women of ease, throw off your complacency.
Complacency, man, at ease. Timmy's drive-through. You're scrolling. Your Starbucks. You're broadcasting your life, and everyone's looking through their phone at your life and envying your life. But it's a facade. It's fake, right? There's so much women out here crying about bills, about how they're gonna eat. You single women out here.
I think it was SZA. She said, look, every time if I sleep alone, I get attacked.
Yeah.
Every time I sleep alone, I have to sleep by somebody, or I have to play gospel music, or else I get spiritually attacked.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women. Sometimes you meet a woman, and then you meet her, she'll have nightmares. Even when she's with you, she doesn't have nightmares. You know, the demons are terrorizing her ass, and then she's with you, she gets a break, and if I have to leave her ass, right? She gets terrorized. Right? That's a lot of these women out here. Like that should tell you something. It says, strip off your pretty clothes and put on burlap to show your grief.
Right, put on burlap to show your grief. That's symbolic of the grief that you're going to be enveloped in, right? All the benefit you push your own condo key, right? Independent, right? I don't need no man. That's done, man. That's done. And these women are starting to see it. They might not be voicing it fully yet, but you see all these women on social media. They're starting to see it. Go ahead.
Second Esdras 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right? Plagues upon the world. This is what's coming. Right? America the Great, Babylon the Great is being preserved. Right? There's a lot of chaos worldwide. And these proud Americans think, oh yeah, we're good. Yeah. Greatest military in the world. Right? But great judgment is coming for America the Great. Go ahead.
And like even right now, there's a lot of middle class who's struggling, who's homeless. You know, there's a lot of stuff happening, man. And like a lot of these Edomites is feeling that pressure, man, because the curse is being transferred onto their nation. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right? And these Edomites can't handle adversity, man. Jake knows how to handle adversity because we've been living in adversity our entire lives, multiple lifetimes. But the proud Esau can't take it. The minute Esau feels adversity, he runs in Walmart and offs 20 people and himself. Right? Man.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching their wickedness.
Hey, brother, you're talking about that. Esau's always going to travel advisory. Travel advisory, don't come here, man. Because when shades offend, Esau MO is like brother said, off everybody that's in front of him, man. All right, so the real danger is actually coming here. Everything is backwards.
This place is being saved for
God,
greatest judgment.
I will hold my tongue no more, touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Right, profanely commit. People don't fear the Most High, man. You know, just nothing but wickedness. Women walking around half naked with cleavage out. Men identifying that they're gotta watch our words. WOMEN, right? Walking around with female garments on. Profane wickedness, right?
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually.
Right, the soul of the just complain continually. We have there's men that have died in this truth. They're in the spiritual world right now in the right mind. There's Israelites that were wicked on the world, but they're in the spiritual now in the right mind. And they know the truth because they're in the spiritual world. They're complaining. They're saying, Lord, when are you going to send your son? That place is done. Right? Go ahead.
Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Right. The Lord is going to avenge this place, man. Somebody hold on. Luke 18:7, Baba Kasha. The Lord's going to avenge this place, man. Right? And us in this truth, the hopeful elect, we're sighing and crying. We're complaining to the Lord daily via these epistles, via the daily sit-downs, the highways and the hedges, in our prayers when we fast and we complain. Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Right, the elect. Go ahead.
Because we're in that Egypt again, right? It's places like spiritual Edom, Egypt, and Sodom. Right? And I will bring plagues, and I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Right, a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. And who's the arm of Yahweh? Yahweh shot. Right? He's coming with the hosts of heaven, the chariots, right? The mighty hand and stretched out arm to what? Lay waste to this place, man. Laser beams in tandem with the ICBMs, thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles. Go ahead.
And smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Right, smite Egypt with plagues as before. Right? We know the account. We've read the history, what happened in ancient Egypt. Right? The plague of darkness, the flies, the lice, the killing of the firstborn. Right? Go ahead.
Egypt shall mourn, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm.
Right. So plagues as before. Right. So what we see happening in America the Great. The plagues that are about to touch America the Great are going to be similar to the ones that touch ancient Egypt, more severe, more fierce. Right. The ancient world didn't get touched. The closest thing to nuclear destruction was Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. This fire that's coming in America the Great is called the Lake of Fire, besom of destruction, a sweeping agent. It's not going to be pretty. Men are going to perish in that nuclear fire. The Lord's going to have the power to leave their spirits in their bodies to cook. Go ahead.
I have a plague in the Elamon line. Plague, 14th century plague, affliction. It's a calamity. Evil, scourge. It's a severe trouble or vexation.
Severe trouble or vexation. That's heavy. Right? Hey, listen. People in the West don't know about starvation. Right? Not being able to eat. If people here in the West go, the West is all about satisfying your lust. If people here in the West go 10 days without one drop of food, it's here in the GTA, it'll be craziness. Because what? The stores would get looted, and that would only last so long. So let's just say a month without food in America, here in the GTA, Toronto, Canada.
2 days.
2 days, yeah. And when there's panic, it can be gone in a day, 1 day. Hey, these people, you guys can't forget. I remember when the PS3 came out, somebody got shot for that shit. Somebody got a sniper. You know what I'm saying? PS4, all these people go crazy. So you can't imagine when the cell phone was off, and they're so hooked up to the social media. So you go on your Instagram, it said loading, right? You're gonna bug out, man. Oh, there's no food, there's no gas. Hydro, it's hot. 35 degrees out. You know, women ate the worst of the women. That's why your sisters out there who are sincere, just be sincere, man. Pray to the Lord. Because you're going to go through a fire too. It's not a game. You're not going to be pampered. It's like you're not going to have your natural skin products and things that make you beautiful. You smell good. You're hygienic. You know, a man, to be honest, a man just needs a soap and water. Right? A man's good. You know, you have a knife, you can trim your beard, your hair. You're good. You know, a woman, it's a different thing.
Yep. You're gonna be looking like Sasquatch out here, man. Unibrow. Right, you women that get your eyebrows done and your legs shaved. It's gonna be, somebody hold Isaiah 3.
It says a malignant. It says a malignant disease from old plague, 14th century plague, affliction, slaughter, it's a destruction, pestilence, strike, wound, probably from the root of the calendar to strike, lament. The Lord is going to bring a whole destruction on the world and upon the Edomite nation.
stink. That one.
It says many days, and Isaiah 32 and 10. Sorry, 9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be wounded, ye careless woman. For the venture shall fail, and the gathering together shall not come.
Right, all these benefits are going to dump for you women out there. The Jake women, right? These Shedamites, these Moabite women, all these benefits. You know, proud Elam, right? Come to the country and open 10 SOs, and then thumb her nose at Jake, right? Yeah.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman. For the venture shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Trouble these careless ones, strip you and make you bare.
Right, you're going to be brought low, right? And you're going to be in a state of mourning, man. You women out here, all ages, man. We read the scripture, maids and women. Right, there's a hoary-head woman across the street walking right now. She gonna get touched. Go ahead.
Tremble, you women that are at ease. You said, be troubled, you careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon their loins.
Right, a state of mourning, man. Grief. Yeah, despair, right?
It says, they shall lament for the teeth, except for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yea, upon all the house of joy in the joyous city. It is because the palace shall be forsaken, the multitude of the city shall be left. The fort and the towers shall be for dens forever, and of a joy of the wild ass and the pasture of blood.
All joy is going to be taken from this place, right? Happiness. We see it already. The vibration of joy, happiness, that's done, man. Of festivals, beer tents, pubs, that's done away with. And if they do it, they're trying, they're faking it. Right? Go ahead.
That's pretty much it.
Isaiah 3 and 16, it reads, moreover, the Lord Yahweh saying, because thy daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks.
Right? You Israelite women, right? Stretch forth necks, haughty. You're proud. Right? In the world, you try. You have to come with A game to chop a Jake woman, right? And she dissed at first. She dissed like 3 times. But your gift of gab would eventually win her over. But she was rude. She was proud, right?
And wanton eyes walking and dancing as they go and making tinkling with their feet.
Right? Tinkling with their feet. They got a prideful walk about themselves. They're all about their clothing, their product, their Gucci. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 17, therefore the Lord Yahweh will smite with scab, the crown of the head of the daughter of Zion.
Right? The crown of the head, smite with the scab. Right? You Southern Kingdom women, you can't grow here. Right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You women, that's why you walk around weave down to your ankles, man. Right? That's a curse from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh.
That's right.
Face fronts, wings.
That's the spirit.
Daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh will discover their secret works. Verse 18, that day the Lord Yahweh will take away the bravery of the tinkling ornaments about their feet and their coals of their round tires like the moon.
Right? All your clothing, you know, your stush style. You're on social media wearing 20 million outfits. The social media craze, all these women on social media, 20 different, one day pass and they got 30 outfits.
Fashion Nova,
Yeah.
Shine, all that bullshit.
Yeah, man, BS. Right? It's done. Right?
Verse 19, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments.
Right? The bonnets
Hey,
and the
suckers,
ornaments.
They got these things, man, where they got these different links. They say they're not even on OnlyFans, but they'll still have links. And they'll say, oh, here's my gift from my gift last
Yeah,
what I want,
yeah,
gifts.
yeah.
And then people buy our gifts, man. You know, you go to a bitch's Instagram, it'll be like 10K, 20K, 50K subscribers. You're gonna have 100 bosoms at least. Those now just buy gifts, man. Some are 500, some are 1,000. Oh, thank you, Michael, for this camera. I wanted it. Thank you so much. Right? But that's part of that carelessness, man. Like, men just buy shit. That's right. That's all double rated.
Verse 20.
When the grid goes down and you got that permanent buffer on your phone, then what? You can't access your OnlyFans. You can't access your PayPal.
Because they already selling themselves online, so we're not going to break loose. A lot of these UN troops and a lot of these human traffickers, these GIMPs, are going to abduct these women, you know? Alright, so it's going to get very nasty out here.
OnlyFans is really a gig economy. It's really a gig economy. It isn't really a real job, or a real skill or trade. So like, there's only so much fucking you can really do.
Yeah.
Because one, you're gonna get older, your body's gonna give out.
Right.
So what are you gonna do then?
We're going to go into basically into the whole sex bondage, right? The whole sex trade, right?
Once you pass 30, you're finished.
That's it, right? I follow this guy online. I can't remember his handle, but he always posts videos calling when women hit the wall, right? It's called when women hit the wall, it's over, man. That's why they want to live what's this mantra, this slogan they got running now? I want to live my soft life. She's 40 years old, 60 bodies, 4 kids from 4 baby daddies, more than 60. Right? Now she want to live her soft life with a polluted box. Right? Well,
You have more?
Yeah, back at verse 20. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the toplins and the earrings.
So again, it's Sirach 25 and 19. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
right. Wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. Right? Ecclesiastes says her ways are snares and nets, roughly paraphrasing. Right? What? They're wicked, man. A woman will look you in your eye and tell you she didn't do it.
That's how many, that's how crazy you flip just like that. That's a psychopath.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
That's called split personality disorder. Right? You got multiple personalities.
You have a lot of spirits.
Yeah, you can, pretty much. Exactly. You can be who you need to be in the moment.
Million spirit.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right, the portion of a sinner, man. So the elect men of the Lord willing, we're that number. That portion not gonna fall. That portion not gonna fall on an elect man of the Lord. A wicked woman. Yeah, we got demons. We got demon women. We're demons. We do, right? But for the most part, yeah, they buck up. But for the most part, they're in order. For the most part, they're in order. Right?
All listen, as the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of a age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Right, a wife full of words. She just won't shut up, man. You know, she just keeps talking, bro. It says here, climbing up. I've climbed a hill that had sand on it, and I'm young. I could barely make it up the hill, bro. It was crazy, heavy. My thighs started to, my quads started to shake. Right, that's how the constant nagging of a wicked woman. Scripture says she's clamorous, she knows nothing. That's the paraphrasing. Right? She's loud, she doesn't know nothing, no wisdom, no knowledge. Right? Right? You're downstairs, she's going on. You get up, you go outside. She come outside behind you. You go upstairs, she's there. You leave in your whip, she blowing up your phone. She texting you. Talking. Yeah. Right?
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for her pleasure.
Right, we're not supposed to be out here, you know, look at that. We're men. We look at it, she can get it still. That's it. We're not simping. We're not going to simp out over her. You know, what's your cash out? Chasing her like a puppy dog? No, Bridget. That's not happening. Right?
Right. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for her pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger.
Right, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger. If you're with a woman and she running all the bills, she gonna make you hear it, right? She gonna tell you, this I paid this, I paid that, I paid that. What are you doing? That's how she gonna behave, right?
It says it's full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman obeyed the courage, make a heavy countenance.
Right, and look, you can see it on a man when he's got a wicked woman, man.
Yeah.
He's just drawn out, man. He's just heavy. Right, go ahead.
And like they end up dying, you know, because they have a wicked ass wife.
Yep.
And the wicked, you know, that she might be into all kinds of different stuff, like phobia.
She can cook in her food and that's putting, you know,
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah, it's serious.
Some of these women, they put the menstrual,
Yeah.
the secret sauce,
Yeah, yo.
red sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, the red sauce.
Yeah.
And wicked women obey the courage, make a heavy countenance. A wicked woman obeyeth the courage and maketh a heavy countenance. And a wounded heart, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress.
Right. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress. Right. So you with a wicked woman, she in your head, she fucking up your head. You're going through it, and she ain't lifting you up. Right.
That she might be taking like a lot of your fucking finances. Say, yeah, like I need this and that. And like you end up being broke,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Like she's not there to even like to help you and assist you, right? And a wounded heart, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman cometh the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Right. Of the woman come the beginning of sin. Right. Beginning with Eve. Right. She caused her Lord Adam. Right. To hearken to
The way of the serpent.
the way of the serpent, other philosophies, man. Right, so that's why these women, you know, they are the weaker vessel. They are simple, right? They're easily seduced.
And our women are, a lot of the black women into heavy witchcraft. The voodoo, phobia, and the Santa Maria, and all them type of shit. And they're trying to cast spells. Yeah.
Because it says a lot of black women are now leaving the Christian church, going into witchcraft. They're no longer believing in the Lord. When you go back into 1 Timothy's the 5th chapter, it talks about the widows on how they're supposed to show piety, which really goes into reverence and worshiping Yahweh Hashem Hashai. In this day and age, you're no longer seeing that. The black women.
Which they went from one pagan cult to another. Christianity to witchcraft. It's pretty much the same thing. Coded, but now they're deep into it. They're like really doing the spells and everything. Really fucking insulting.
Of the woman cometh the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Gad abroad, so you got these little teenagers, man, in packs of 10, 8, walking around at 11 o'clock at night, They need women to go to clubs. They know they need a buddy. They need one girl to be with them because they know. You know what happens when there's a lone one in the body, right?
And if she go not as thou wouldest, have her, cut her off thy flesh.
Right, you have a wicked woman, get rid of her, man. Cut ties and leave. Hey, I'm out, man. Deuces, peace. Right, I can't with you. Yeah, a wicked woman. Go ahead.
And give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
I got a quick thing. I wanted to bring Isaiah 3:18 in the NLT because it really goes into talking about the apparel and the pride. So it says, on that day of judgment, the Lord will strip everything away that makes her beautiful. Ornaments, headbands, crescent necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and veils, scarves, ankle bracelets, sashes, perfumes, and charms, rings, jewels, party clothes, gowns, capes, and purses. That's these fucking things, man. These big women. It says mirrors. Which is, they got that thing, the vanity things light, right? It says mirrors, fine linen garments, head ornaments, and shawls. Instead of smelling of sweet perfume, she will stink. She will wear a robe for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out.
Elegant hair, right? Colored weaves, that's done, right? She lucky she got two inches of hair on me.
It says she will wear rough burlap instead of rich robes. Shame will replace her.
Yeah. When access to Esau's feminine products, right? These women, their cycle comes, they run the shoppers.
And they complain now because they don't have it free at the workplace, right? Like toilet paper, you have this here. We should have that at workplaces for women.
Another quick precept. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 4. And it says, "But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home, and to requite their parents. For that is good and acceptable before the Most High. Now she that is a widow, indeed desolate, trusteth in the Most High, and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth."
That's the woman. All spirit is to live in pleasure and abundance, right? Oh, Red Lobster tonight. This restaurant, you go here, you take pictures. You fly out, you go to Miami. You're doing all this bullshit, man. The life of abundance. But you know what? You're spiritually broke, man. You're spiritually dead. Maybe, You're completely morally and spiritually broke. And then in the NLT verse 4, brother, at the end, it says, and we pay their parents by taking care of them. This is something that people sometimes they don't even take care of their parents, right? They'll fuck up their house, man. If they're, you see those videos of the mother taking away the phone, and then they show the household. This is what happened when I took my son's phone away. The whole house is fucked up, man. They'll leave at a young age. They won't even send them money, and they're making money. But we out there in the world, you gotta take care of your parents.
Widow is basically someone who doesn't have a husband. So these single women that are out here, especially if they don't have a husband, the husband died, they're going to go out there and live their best life. So if you don't have a husband, then you got to be taking care of your parents in the house. A lot of young women are not doing that. They're more selfish and they're thinking about material things of life. Now it says, verse 6, it says, "But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth." So pretty much he's a part of the congregation of the dead, because their spiritual life is a mess. And we go into the scriptures of that. So she's really a zombie out here, a zombie. The flesh is moving up and about, but there's nothing going on upstairs. If you were to open the average woman's mind up and look inside of it, nothing righteous, man. And rightfully so, because she's wicked. But it's all about cars, it's all about the clothes, it's all about eating and living good, and just having a lot of sex. Well, promiscuous sex, right? Verse 7. "And these things give in charge that they may be blameless. But if any provide not for his own house, especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worth an infidel," right? And Brother Shamar, you went into a good point about these women will always rub it back in your face if you're not providing. And rightfully so, because this world is twisted upside down, and these women are not supposed to really be working. You're supposed to be working and providing for them. But the flip side is, this system's so twisted, Esau will take the jobs away and make you not the breadwinner. So I understand why a wicked woman will do that. That's just to be wicked and very spiteful, which you're not supposed to do. You know which woman you're supposed to be like? Tobit's wife. When Tobit was sick, she went out and worked and provided for him while he was sick. But that was for a period of time. When Tobit got back on his feet, then he went and provided, right? But you have a lot of men that are out here that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing as men. Last precept. I'm sorry, second last precept. Verse 8. "But if any provide not," verse 9. "Let not a widow be taken into the number under 80 years old, having been the wife of one man." So yeah, so she's not supposed to come into this ministry in the church until she's 60 years old. Why is that? Why is it 60 years? Because now she's past her peers. She's not as emotional and wicked. She got all that out of her system when she was young. Now she's able to think about the Lord, think about the people of the church, the men of the church who are doing the work, right?
She lost her beauty.
Post-menopause.
Right.
Post-menopause. Right? So, yeah, her sex, everything's done. But even in this wicked place, these bitches, they get up in that age and they're still freaking as hell, man. You know? Trying to be gilfs and all that bullshit.
The other point of her good works, if she have brought up children, if she have lodged strangers, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she have if she has lived the afflicted, if she have diligently followed every good work. So she has to do all these things to get into the church. That's why the elders, they don't want a lot of women in the church, because you're no good, you're not doing those things. It's all just for show, right?
You don't want none.
Yeah. 1 Timothy 2:11, it reads, let the women let in silence with all subjection, but suffer not a woman to teach, nor to exert authority over the men, but to be in silence. Because in this society you have police officers, females, you have women in the army, these are males, judges, right?
Politicians, senators,
Yeah.
you know, Supreme Court judges.
Yeah.
That's serious.
You have a Supreme Court case and the bitches on their money.
That's crazy.
Judges.
So when you have women coming from overseas to this place, this is heaven for them. No?
Hey, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
I want to read, you still have more Gabar, or that was it?
Oh, that was it.
That was it? I'm going to get verse 11 because you mentioned about the younger woman, and it says right here, verse 11, 1 Timothy 5:11 in the NLT, it says the younger widows should not be on the list because their physical desires will overpower their devotion to Yahushua, and they will want to be married. So that's why, that's exactly the reason why you don't have women around.
This is book of Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that discussed more than the whole woman liberation movement and all that stuff. So because of the damn devil, because he's trying to set that whole thing up, right? So that they could basically separate the so-called Judah man, against his daughter, against his wife. So how long will thou do about thou backsliding daughter? The Lord created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall come past the man.
And that's mostly blamed to Esau because he introduced those social benefits, social assistance. The prerequisite was, look, you can't have the man in the house. You can have these benefits, but you can't have the man in the house. You know, and then a lot of Jakes were doing very well, man. Even as a factory at a GM, that was a career, man. He made money to get a house, to keep the house.
Yeah.
A lot of those jobs, Esau shut down those factories, man. And then when he introduced gangster rap, he flooded the streets with crack cocaine. You know? He gave you that substance.
It's a rock, but he's asking for 26 and 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that have hold of her is like is now he held a scorpion. A drunken woman and a gatherer of blood causes me anger. You shall not conquer with old shame.
A drunken woman and a gatherer bride. Look at this news that just came out with those two Shedemite wives went on a girls trip to Bahamas, and then they claimed rape from the Bahamas staff in the hotel. Right? It was a damn lie, but
Yeah, it was a lot.
it was a damn lie. But they went there looking BBC, man.
Yeah.
Right? Gatherer bride.
They had the cocktails, margaritas.
Yeah.
They invited him and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said the whoredom of a woman may be known in her body looks and eyelids.
Makeup.
And the eyelids, right? The eyelashes. Yep. So that was created for whoredom. Literally for whoredom, man. For correction.
That's right.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right? A man who has a daughter, man, you gotta keep her in check. You gotta be strict with her. Right? Because if you're not, you can go there and she's gonna test the waters, make mistakes. Right?
Watch over her, watch over her as a prudent mind, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
Thirsty traveler, right? So we're not supposed to be surprised when a woman violates, man. Right? And the scriptures are telling us, marvel not. Right? Open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. Go ahead. To what? Go ahead.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her.
Right? Drink of every water near her, man. Right? She wants the rods. Right? That's these women out here, man. The average woman out here, by the time she's 15, 16, she got like 25 plus bodies on her, man. Crazy. And she's been running since she was 12.
She might have like a couple dozen bodies. And drink of every water near her, and every hedge shall she sit down, and open her quiver as every arrow.
Every arrow, that's the rods. Her quiver being her front. Her JJ.
The grace of a wife, the lie of her husband, and her discretion will plant his wounds. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Right, man, that's a silent, loving woman, man. Right? A man with a silent woman, that's bliss. She's quiet, she's in subjection. Right? We're not going to experience that to the kingdom.
Like the coming to America, right?
Yeah.
Where like the guy, like he's gonna marry that wife. He's gonna marry his woman, right? Like to the king, whatever. But anyone to come in, right?
He wanted a bitch with an opinion.
Yeah. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
That's right.
It's shame.
That's right. You're supposed to instruct your mind, your father, man. Right? But in this society, you send your kids off to school, right? Which is another name for teachers. Something, a term which pretty much it goes back to a Greek slave or tutored by an older male, you know, and I don't have to fill in the details. That's how it's instructed, right? So you send them off to a public system. They instruct them for you. The father's supposed to instruct the children, right? He's supposed to tell them how the world works. If he has a skill or a labor, he might hire a tutor to teach you a skill that he wants you to learn. You know? When you go to these dumbass schools, man, you know, you just sit there brainless, you know? Especially boys. You're not supposed to be sitting in the class and that. You know? Oh, you got ADD. You gotta give me, you got ADD.
A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her countenance and her continent mind cannot be fathomed.
A woman, you'll be walking, a woman's looking at you head to toe. Check, you know, looking at you. And you don't know what she's looking at. You know what I mean? She might be thinking about setting you up. Yeah, let's watch. You know? But the woman that's shamefaced, hey, the Mother Nation, man. The Ishmaelite, Amite, the ones that are wrapped up.
They don't even look you in your
Yeah,
eye.
they walk. They
Head
move out
down.
your way.
Yeah. They have
Some
never
of
look
them
you
have
in
the
the face.
basket job.
Especially if you got a beard too, they recognize it.
As the sun, when it arises in the height of heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. As the climbing light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in the right age. So we're really supposed to have young wives, but in this world, like, you can't. Because they supposed to have a young fucking who's supposed to get married unto her husband.
Hey, and the reason why she's supposed to be young is because she's supposed to be groomed to be a wife. So to take away when she finally gets into that heat, she's gonna have a husband instead of her playing the harlot, man. Because every woman is gonna get in that heat. It just is what it is. That's why you have your 16-year-old daughter, 17-year-old daughter doing what she's doing, because she's in heat. But she's supposed to have a man. She's supposed to be put away.
And young is not 20 years old, IUIC.
Exactly.
All right, that's
The heck?
not young. All right, by the time she's 20,
She's-
you know how much torture.
Oh my gosh.
If you keep a woman a virgin until she's 20, you know how much torture.
You're putting her through torture.
Right? And that's why they say, right? They tell you women mature faster than men.
God,
Right?
exactly.
A man was supposed to get married at 20 because you can build him up, you can control him up board. Right? You say, yo, you can't, you gotta train, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. By the time he's 20, you know what kind of disciplined man that is?
That's right, man.
Right? That man can handle 5, 10 women.
That's right, man.
You know? But if you let a boy at 14, okay, go marry. That's bugging.
Hey, Elder, that's why the heathens, the Cushites mainly, they cut off the woman's clitoris, trying to kill that. But that's out of bounds, man. That's why we do what we do. You people think we're dull. You guys are pedophiles. It has nothing to do with pedophilia, man. This is the Most High understanding nature, man. Like, that's all that it is. It's just nature, man. You people bug out on nature. Like, when I was in school, I already knew how horny the people were. I was in school. So I know what's going to happen when my daughter gets to that age. They're going to be horny. Two horny people. I'm in school. I'm in the class. My rod's hard. She's in the class. She's horny. That's why you're not supposed to have them mixed. Like, come on. We all know this. This is not a big deal, man. I used to run around in school, grab girls' ass, grab girls' breasts. Come on.
Like especially if they go to high school and they're wearing the damn skirt, they kilt or whatever.
It's just nature, man. It's just nature.
They come over to
Yeah, I see that all the time.
no closed doors.
Come on, no closed doors.
As the golden pillars are upon the socket of silver.
And that's like, you know how Esau knows too. They'll tell you, right? In high school, kid, you gotta use a condom.
Yeah, come on.
You know you're gonna fuck anyway. You gotta use a condom.
Yeah, come on.
The sexual transmitted. They'll tell you
The heck?
about that shit. Which is even too late. Because by the time they're in high school, they already got freaky
Yeah.
in elementary school.
Yeah.
From grade 7.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Sorry, young
Maybe
age.
even before.
Getting fingered or as the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet with a constant heart. My son, keep the flower of thy age sound, and give not thy strength to stranger. When thou hast possession of fruitful possession, to all the field, sow it with thy own seed. Trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So we're supposed to be getting married, man. But in this society, like we can't even, like it probably, like you can't like marry, like you can't even do like a proper like dowry of a woman, right? Because if you get a marriage now, it's like you have to go to the government, right? So that's all wickedness too, man. Anyone has a precept?
Sirach 7.
It's a rock 7.
7.
Which Esau knew that. That's why when you look up laws of age of consent, right? It wasn't even about 100 years ago where it was around 13 different states, right? They knew that. And that's why in Ontario, I remember when I was growing up, the age of consent was 14. And then they changed it to 16. Right? I remember they changed it to 16. But originally it was 14. And you already, in high school, it was girls in grade 9 who were outside of high school. They weren't even in high school.
Sirach 7 and 23, Ecclesiasticus 7:23. How hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down thy neck.
Right? You're supposed to be instructing your children, man. Right? With this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding. Right? There's truth. Right? But we're in Esau's world. Right? Where they're indoctrinated by the public school system. You send them to school every day with a bad lunch. You don't see them again until about 5 o'clock in the evening. Fully indoctrinated. Right?
Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down thy neck from their youth. Hast thou daughters? Have care of their body.
Right? Hast thou daughters have care of their bodies, man. We know according to scripture, from a maiden approaches her flower of her age, her hormones turn up. right? So what you're doing two things. You're seeking a groom of wisdom and understanding coming from a family like your family, and you're seeking to pair your daughter with that man as a husband, a man of the Lord. Go ahead.
Has daughters?
Hey, can I say this? In the Middle East, well, they took this practice from us, but once a girl reaches a certain age, she can't go outside without male guardianship. Man. There's a name for it. I just forgot. I did a lesson on it, but male guardianship is for a reason, man. So that woman does not get touched until her marriage, right? So all of this, you guys, we're used to it. Even in my neighborhood, you have groups of girls, young, sexy girls, but they're probably about 16, 17, and they're ready. You can tell they're heat from what they're wearing, and they look at grown men in their face. They make sure we're looking, we're ready, right? Yeah, we're ready. That's why they're looking at you like that. But back in the day, you wouldn't have that, man. The only time you'd see that is if she was with a brother, an uncle, a father, right? Something like that, man.
Yeah, I used to do renovation with this one guy, and he told me, look, he said, when my mom goes out, I have either me or her husband, my father, we have to go out with her. And she's a grown 40-year-old woman.
Damn.
Right?
Wow.
So it's not even the fact that it is an unmarried woman, it's just a woman in general, right? So the man always has to be with either the eldest son or the father. Right? She can't just get abroad.
Right. This is Genesis chapter 34, start 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her, and lay with her, and defiled her. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they came home. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out the field when they heard it, and the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel, and lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. So the other brought up about a thing that we had in our custom. The daughter can't go out without chaperone, so to speak, right? So so if you read the whole story, you see the brother, they went ham on him. All right, even though he liked her, I know he wasn't going to slut her or nothing like that. That wasn't what's happening, man. All right, we weren't supposed to mix with the heathens first and foremost. Mm-hmm. All right, but he defiled her.
Exactly.
All right.
Who are the heathens? I'm not sure about
Which God? There's many gods. Which God you talking about? Exactly. So until you let us know what God you're talking about, then have a good day. We're talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's it.
Book of Deuteronomy 32:8. When the Most High divides to the nation their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set up a bound of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Right? So we are the true Israelites. The people who Putin, right? They know that the Prime Minister Putin in Russia, right? He's basically showing the Russian icon as to who the true Israelites are. Right? So Putin knows who the true Israelites are. Right? Because he has our images, in Russia. No.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah.
God's word is not hurting people.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, God kills. God
I form
kills.
the light and create darkness.
I form the light and create darkness.
And create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Isaiah 45. Where's your Bible?
I know you don't.
Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
See, the king's president, prime minister, judges of the world. So the king's heart, which is in mind, is in God's.
So which king? There are so many kings in our country.
So you missed it. You have to reason. Listen carefully. The king's heart, right? The mind of all kings, the Most High controls it. All right. So everything, presidents, we don't kings today. We have the flag of the
But this is confusing to me because if all kings' heart are from the Lord, why do kings war?
Because the Lord is a man of order. The Lord is a man of balance. I'm going to ask you a question. Is God omnipotent?
See, from your perspective, I would say yes.
Don't worry about our perspective. We just asked you a simple question as a man.
No. But as a man, I would say God doesn't exist.
Okay, good. I knew that. I knew that. I knew
There you
it.
go.
The fool has said
Told
in his
one
heart,
truth.
there is no
Yeah,
God.
You're confusing. You're confusing now. Now you're confused.
No. For me, like
You're not able to speak on. You're not able to speak on God now. You don't believe in God, so speaking on God
But
is
my
a waste
God,
of both
my
of our
God
time.
predates your God. My God is Plato.
So now you do have a God. That was the first question.
Psalms, like our team.
Hold on. Who's your God?
Plato.
My God is an idea that
He said
Plato
Plato.
thought up.
Plato.
You're a damn
Plato.
Plato. They say because that's Plato.
This is
The man?
He's not.
The man.
No, the idea.
What's the idea of Plato? What's the idea?
The idea is that there is God.
Plato was an Israelite. Right? In Psalm 14.
I would not argue with that.
Psalm. It said the fool have said in
Well,
his
you have
heart.
long hair.
The fool has said in his heart, there is no God.
It's not your ear, it's your words.
The fool. So this guy is on fool. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doth good.
Hey, and you know the joke about people that don't believe in a creator, right? Or believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? That's because the Most High hasn't allowed them to see the light. That's okay. That means that there's something in you that's so wicked and so demonic and so possessed that the Most High will allow His Holy Spirit to touch you with His greatness. And that's fine. It's not for us to convince an unbeliever that a God exists and all we have to do is breathe. Just breathe in. Look, there you go. Look around. There you go. His beauty is going to be shown on April 8th. All these demonic people, all you heathens, you're going to go over to Niagara Falls to go look at his creation, but you won't acknowledge the creator, you bunch of weirdos. You bunch of weirdos. You're going to get t-shirts printed. Oh, I was alive when the eclipse happened. When are you going to say, thank you, God? When is that, though? You bug outs, man. That's how low of a level you people are on. So to even have a conversation with you when you're not even working on a spiritual level, that doesn't even make sense. Because first of all, we're going to destroy you on your carnal level. Because there's nothing carnal that you have that is not attributed to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Even a car. This is lesser technology. You guys think this is high technology? This is low technology, man. Go ahead, Art. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 10:2. The Lord, it says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
You have to understand what type of power we're dealing with. The God we're dealing with took the white man out of the caves. You white people were in caves, right? The lowest people on planet Earth, and put you in rulership. That's the power of God. That's the power of a God.
That's right.
To put the lowest people on planet Earth in rule. That's the power of a God, not the power of a man.
Arguably.
Go ahead, Art.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Because, hold on, he asked a good question. Because he prophesied it. That shows his power again. See, you keep saying shit, and all you're doing is proving his power. He said he was going to put you in power before he put you in power, and now look at you, the red man who's in power. Go ahead.
Yeah. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, right? So you guys are going to go stargaze. You're going to give praises unto the moon, which the moon is represents of femininity. So you're going to give the praises unto a feminine aspect of your deity, which goes back to Semiramis, which goes back. I know you, man. We already know who you are. Go ahead, Art. We already know who you are.
Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
How about pedophilia? What do you think about that?
It's a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. terrible thing.
Okay, this is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make a stench of the Most High? Fact. The Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged." So, hey, that's it. If you don't believe, that's on you.
Hey, and you know what the you know what the beautiful thing about the Bible is? Your scholars have already proven that the Bible is real. They have already proven that certain prophecies
Who are
have already
my scholars?
came
The
to
theater
pass.
people
That's
with
okay.
long hair?
We're not talking to you. We're talking to the camera. You've already been
okay.
dismissed. You're a nobody.
Fine.
You've already been
Have a camera.
dismissed. Go ahead.
Psalms 75:7. But God is the judge. He put him down one and set up another. So basically, like, you're set up, right? You so-called white people, right? You white supremacists and your society, all right, is going down, right? And
I hope
basically, yeah, like you're going to lose your whole power, all right?
I
Through
hope so. There can be much better things.
Yeah, it says, for God is the judge. He put him down one and set up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of a mixture.
And I don't think
He
we're gonna
pour
actually-
out the
Sorry,
same,
my friend.
but the dregs thereof, all the
We're not
wicked of the
discussing
earth
nothing with you.
shall
We're
wring
not
them out.
discussing. Hold on, Ark. We're not discussing nothing with you. This is not a discussion. When you guys took the land of Canada, did you guys discuss it with the natives? Did you guys discuss taking the land of Canada with the
think we
natives?
did.
We're not discussing nothing with you white people.
Are you taking the land from us?
We're here to educate our people, and that's it. If
Okay.
you want to listen, you can listen, man.
I
Go
do
ahead.
enjoy listening.
For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture. He poureth out the same, and what the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Yeah,
Basically,
hold on, Ark. One of the things that you're going to drink is slavery. So why would I discuss with my slave what's about to happen with power? When these Edomites are putting up their buildings and ready to destroy this and ready to do that, nobody comes and talks to me. When these guys are getting ready to destroy the dollar, nobody's going to talk to me and say, hey, what do you feel about this? Hey, let's go to the ghetto. Let's go to Jane and Finch and get the opinions of the blacks. Let's go and get the opinions of the Native Americans. So why the fuck would I want your opinion? I don't give a damn about your opinion. This is about the opinion about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right.
Your opinion means nothing. You're a peon. You're a nobody.
right.
You're not even a higher level white man. Go and get a banker. Go and get a high level politician. Go get somebody with power. You're a nobody, man. Who the hell are you? Go get somebody with power, man. Get somebody who can enact change. Go ahead.
Well, I will.
You don't even deserve to be in our presence. We're holy men, bringing out the truth for our people. Go ahead.
Well, I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob.
That's what we're doing out here, man. We're singing praises to the Heavenly Father of Jacob, and we're praising him that he's getting ready to take this Edomite down.
That's
who's
right.
a representation of you white people, man. And you can tell that you have no power because all you come up with is semantics. Every time, it's always semantics. Oh, I don't believe in God. We already know. We know. We see the way you rule.
That's right.
We see the way you carry on. We see the way you act. You white people are demonic. Why would you believe in a God when you're demonic? You're sick. You're low level. You're peons.
Right.
You can't believe in a Heavenly Father and you pass certain laws. Do you know in Canada, a person can have oral sex with a dog? Is that a person that believes in God? Go ahead, man.
All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horn of the righteous.
And that's
shall
what's
be
happening right now because they're looking at us and they can't believe the people that they miseducated, the people that are uneducated are now telling them to their face about who they are and who we are. So now they're confused. They don't understand it, man, because the Heavenly Father is cutting off the horns, man. Your power is done, man. The only power you had left was the power of deception, and all we're doing is shining light on the darkness, man. So now it's time to go to war. That's what's going on over there in Russia. It's time for war. Go ahead, because that's the only thing they know how to do good. All you know how to do good is kill. Everybody knows that. One thing we give you white people is that you know how to kill.
That's right.
You know how to destroy. You know how to murder. You're great at that. You get an A1.
It's a fucking great shame.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High.
Got a question.
Daniel 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the Holy One.
So this matter, you don't know the court that said when the host met down?
No, I asked the question, but I was not
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High
Hey, but what you're saying is real because it's the same thing in the courtroom. When I go in the courtroom, they look at me dead until I get a lawyer. You're right. So that was good. Good point.
to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
You know who you are. You're a baseman. Right? You're a baseman. Trudeau, baseman. Putin, baseman. They're all basemen. All right? The so-called white people run this place. We know that. Edomite supremacy is the first term. What we call it white supremacy because of lack of knowledge. Was Edomite what you are? Hey, bro, you're an Edomite.
So, can I ask you a
get
question?
that? We're telling you you're an Edomite. You're not white, okay? You've been lied to. Your father has inherited lies. All right? So you're an Edomite. We are Israelites, okay? So you have to learn something. Hey, if you're going to say it, well, we don't want you to say it. Let's say you're low level. We don't want your praise. No, it's okay, man. We're good.
People who believe
Okay.
that's it.
Go ahead, bro.
Amos 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
So you see that what's funny? You see
Enjoy
right,
your
right here is a bunch of Israelites.
No. What do you think about pansexuality? Are you a pansexual?
I think that if something brings you closer to God, you should do it.
See? That's a witch.
Which God?
Do it thou will.
Okay, which God? This God.
Takes care of all people.
Quasi. That's your God. Quasi. You like that kind of shit.
And happy. The God happy is his God as well. Yeah, Quasi's a good one. Yeah, and Pan.
That's a stereotypical Edomite.
Yeah, God.
Perfect.
That's a perfect Edomite.
Yo, and like, he should have just kept on walking.
Basically, but he revealed himself.
Yeah, God. Yep.
I can appreciate that.
So can
Amos 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
He said he doesn't believe it, but that's what the Psalms, right? That's what you thought. The Most High is not at all in their hearts. That's right. Paraphrase, right? Their mouth is an open sepulchre. Everything you just spoke was death, man.
And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up its ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
So the breaches have been closed up, meaning what? Northern tribes. Right? They're coming back. It's in the days of old. Under what? King Solomon, King David, we're all together, being ruled in righteousness. Alright? So that's what's happening, man. Worldwide.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
So the elder that said what? Slavery. We're not lying. This isn't the Bible, man. The Bible that you guys don't want to read. It's all there. It's a lot of it.
Like even right now, I saw a thing on TikTok. A lot of these Edomites are burning the Bible because a lot of the truth's coming out because that whole image of So a lot of the Edomites, they trying to like it's burning the Bible down.
And that's when we come to the, see, as I said, the court sitting, or we continue complaining because in a court case, right? Once you stop complaining, the judge says, you know what? You could get thrown out. So each time you gotta be there, you can't miss court date. Which is why every Saturday we're here, weekend and we're always complaining, man. This court case ain't gonna get thrown out, man. All right?
That they may possess
Yeah,
the
the
remnant,
scripture says, give him no rest too.
Con.
that's right. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my
So
name.
we keep asking who's a heathen? Who's a heathen? You're a heathen, man. You're not part of this. Right? Anybody outside of the nation of Israel are heathens. Right? But Most High has a controversy with the Edomites, which he clearly was. Alright? That's the main man. He's in the scope. He might not make it up the road because he can be very haughty and proud. You know? You might not see him again.
Yeah, never again. Shoot.
Right?
Saith the Lord that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
That's again, see, these are all dark sayings, man. The plowman, I don't answer this Bible. So simple means the people of rulership shall be overtaken, right? They're gonna be servants, right? As they're made to be, right? And it is gonna be a reversal, righteous reversal, where the princes goes on the horses and the servant goes on their foot. All right, but changing of the guards, trading places.
Hey, let me get this. This is heathen. Old English. Heathen. Not Christian or Jewish. Also a noun, heathen man. One of a race or nation which does not acknowledge the God of the Bible.
That's right.
Hey, they even put in here, especially of the Danes, which is our people. But remember, they were barbaric, right? They were barbarians, so even our people can be heathen. Heathen, pagan, from Proto-Germanic, Hana, source also of Old Saxon, Hedin, Old Frisian, Hecken, Dutch, Heiden, Old High German, Heiden, German, Heiden, which is of uncertain origin.
Well, the original will be from us. We're telling what a heathen is. Right? We're going to tell the truth. Damn heathen, man.
It's pretty much heathen. It just means a country club.
Yeah,
Right?
come.
So you got other nations in the same country.
And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt.
Right? And all the people on earth are going to melt. Right? And what's going to cause a melting? The main instrument is those missiles, man. Hey, that word USSR is actually an anagram, man. When you rearrange our USSR, you're going to get Rus. Now, when you look at the word Rus, it means reddish. All right? Red, or a red child. Okay? So the red child, poop, right? Now we ain't bigging him up. We're just saying what he did. Like why now, poop? You always knew this. How long been in the car for you? It's like you just found this out. All right? So we don't know what your tactic is. Well, actually, we know what your tactic is. You're trying to get a following. Right? You're a dumb African. Oh, Putin for your president. Come over here, Mr. Putin.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, you read the comments?
Yeah, come.
Dumbass Africans, man.
Dumb, man.
You know?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them.
That's right. So the waste is going to be built like there.
So you see what's happening in Gaza, man. Right? So when that whole state of Israel and that land of Palestine is going to be torn up, people are going to have to rebuild.
Yeah,
Our
that's right.
rebuild.
And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens.
So in our captivity, in lower state, we didn't know why, you know. Esau, you know, had us while they're working, right? You know, taking all the yields, right? And if you get caught taking a banana, there's an incident where a man got caught taking a banana and put his arm from banana, man. All right? So the brother says, they'll go back onto you. You want me to screw your arms in the leg.
And then even right now, like a lot of these Edomites, they have these wineries and stuff, man. They're drinking some good wines, man. You know, and that can be exploit our people.
Gone.
And eat the fruit of them.
Like if you go into the history about that chicken and banana, right? I think it's in Ecuador, and it was our people, and them Edomites went in there and bought it for little nothing, man, and basically slave out, like people work for like less than nothing, and took it over. Right? All those industry, this agriculture industry was done by our people, man. He says took it over.
And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them.
So that land is what's being fought over right now. That's why that's what the clearing of it. Like we're not. It has to be cleared somehow. You know what I mean? Most of us using not a Jew, right? To get it popping. Right? The man says you kill what 8 workers, right? And the car says it's labeled so you know these are neutral. You know these are friendlies. 3 times and they change car the first time and they miss, and you can see them changing cars, right? And it boom, it missed again, and then the 3rd time he hit it and he goes, oh, it was a mistake.
Yes.
Fucking idiot, man, wicked.
When all emergency vehicles have that on top of it.
Good.
Here in Toronto, we have like the cross.
Good.
They use like the cross.
Good.
So helicopters
Good.
don't.
But you see them with a girl, you like leaving,
Yeah, come.
you know, and then it's business,
Yeah.
missed.
Witchcraft. And then turn around and say it's an accident.
Yeah, actually, with a straight face.
Yeah, that's it. So this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except that he fall first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Oh, expound on that? Okay, yeah. So, there is going to be a falling away. We're going to fall away from our heritage and not know who we are. That happened during the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. We lost who we were. We got scattered into the interiors of Africa, all over the world as a nation. And we came here, we lost our heritage, and we got our heritage back slowly when you go into Ezekiel 37. But the main point is, that man of sin being revealed, which is the so-called white man, that devil that we saw that came up. He's being revealed for who he is, and he's being exposed. God is doing a great job exposing this guy, showing you what he's really about. You know, he doesn't believe in anything, really. He believes in the devil. He believes in Satan. And it says, that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? The son of perdition means the son of real destruction. And the elders just went into how he destroyed the earth. And he does a very good job at killing people, because that's his blessing when you go back into the book of Genesis. He had the sword, and he has he lives on the earth, the fatness and the dew of heaven. That's how he lives, right? So he's going to be a killer. He's a natural born killer. Verse 4, it says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he has himself the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is a God. That's why he put his image right there with Caesar Borgia. He took all the icons, but now the truth is out that, he is not a God. Really, God is a so-called black man. The saints are so-called black people. So-called black people, people of color, right? So now all his lies are coming to an end. That's why you go into 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. What does it say? Right? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the following. So now we're at the end of this devil's world. His world is done. This age of the so-called white man ruling is over.
That's right.
And that's why you have their own people, their own Edomites rulers, like Putin, coming out and showing you the icon. Because he knows it's done. He knows he's going to have to worship Yahweh Shai and the saints.
His children shall seek to
Please the poor. Exactly.
That's right. This whole Renaissance shit is coming to an end, man.
Yeah, because like the brother said, man, he already knew. It's not like somebody came and said, Mr. Putin, look, you got this. You gotta bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Age of truth, man.
Psalms 55 and 20.
But remember, the Americans are more, more stout.
Then his
Then his
fellows.
That American Edomite spirit, man, that's
Yep.
a true cracker problem.
Yep. That's right, man.
Devil,
Yep.
right? That arrogance,
I thought it was
right? Beat my chest, you know, like you can't touch me.
American.
Yeah.
The Russians are more low key now. So, you know, that's why the spirit, yeah, just like Cyrus. Cyrus was a heathen, but the Most High used him. Right? There's a whole chapter dedicated to Cyrus. That doesn't make him a man of the Lord. He's not going to be in the kingdom like, yo, that's Cyrus right there. Just chilling. Leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone.
He's
It's a
exempt.
pass.
Psalm 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his, yeah, because that's what you did, man. Like this whole, he came right in America and Canada and stuff, and they came as priests, as the Jesuit priests and stuff, to try to help our people, and they gave us the smallpox, and a whole bunch of disease, man, and a lot of war, man, on this land.
A lot of discord. They use one tribe against another, pay them off. And we got these goodies. Just got to, even us.
He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, for war was in his heart. Right? So even that guy who came up and stuff, he's trying to act like he's such a peaceable guy and stuff, right?
He left you with the finger, man.
Damn. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, for war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were the drawn sword. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou shalt bring them down to the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half of their days. But I will trust in thee. So we're going to trust in the Lord, man.
That's it, man.
But there's going to be a lot of war that's going to come on the land and throughout the earth. And there's going to be a great destruction. And like a lot of those Edomites who's in power are going to be underground, man. In the deep underground military bases, man. You know? So it's going to get real.
But it's also dumb, right? So it's dumb. Where you going? It ain't gonna work, man. Dumb.
Hey, on Monday, or whenever the eclipse is, the Most High, while it's black, the Most High should just show them all 100 chariots, man.
Right.
And just bomb all of them out even more.
There might be a power outage.
There might be a power outage, they said. God.
They sent a warning on my building.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
they sent a warning that don't go outside and if it happens, authorities,
Yes.
call the authorities.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh. That's basically America the Great, Babylon the Great is in a trick bag. This is the Lord is orchestrating your demise.
Being exposed, right? All the truth, I mean, like all his lies is coming out.
The snare, basically, he's going to have rulership over us forever. Psalm 49 parts is that his kingdom is going to go forever, like paraphrasing.
Yep.
Right, so that's a snare. Right? You think, we're the sons of the Heavenly Father, and you think the most going to leave the sons forever in your care? You're not taking care of us. Look what you did, man. Right? Have this low-level Edomite come in talking to our face.
Yeah.
No, man, our kingdom's... You know, you think we can go to the Rothschild like how he approached us and talk to them, man? How much sweating we on us on the ground and you know.
You can't even go to certain public officials.
Exactly, man.
You can't go to certain senators and just roll up and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
You're the devil.
Nothing, just hanging around. Just hanging around. Yo, it's gonna no loitering. Yo, no loitering.
That's a new thing the RCMP came out and said. They said there's a lot of death threats against
Officials.
politicians, and there's a task force that's going to look into that specifically, and they're going to ask why it hasn't been more taken seriously the last 2 to 4 years.
Well, it ain't us. We don't threaten nobody. Right, we're just
Blame it on the Jew. It's going to be like Nero. We're just going to blame it on James.
And didn't the RCMP just recently come out and say to watch out for attacks as well?
Well, they said civil unrest.
Civil unrest.
They said the warning of civil unrest when
Yes.
Canadians learn how broke we are.
The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
Those are some serious words, man. Right? Like the Lord didn't play the ass. Doesn't God love? God's a man of war, man. That's something like a loving God to you. Most of about balance. All right. Most have love for His people. Right. The 1/3, because 2/3 of you, the most time deal with you, man. Go with that black.
And that's why I asked that Edomite is the Most High omnipotent.
It's Play-Doh. It's some dumb ass shit.
Because if he admits he's omnipotent, that means he controls most things. Or else he's half potent. And that same concept goes through wacky-tacky Christians, man. Stupid-ass Christians. Right?
The devil.
Right? It's Satan. Satan's fighting against God.
Yeah, God.
Which he does. The so-called white man is a devil. He fights against the most. He's the enemy.
Yeah.
Right? Psalm 83 said most have enemies. So enemies is going to be contrary to you. All right. But it's not only the white man. Like, all you heathens, man, with your fucking 8-armed gods and Allah worshiping,
Cow God.
done. You know. You're all enemies of the Most High, man, and we're the ones standing. The Most High, the question: who will stand up for me against evildoers? All right. So the Most High has raised up men to do His work, to be the mouthpiece, temple of grass. Promises do. Promises are food, man. You guys never say nothing nice, right?
But you know what? Once you people figure out how you actually are, where the nations are, how you operate, how people are, right? When we always say this, your amenities get stripped from you. Well, once your amenities and your quality of life changes, you're going to understand how people are, right? Because we've been living in a credit bubble, in this utopia of illusion that you're rich, that there's a middle class. There's no such thing as a middle
There's no
class.
such thing.
Right? That was part of the American dream or the illusion.
A lot of men is going to change your mind if you can offer them a different quality of life, right? So people, they talk like they're down with the truth and everything like that. When Esau said, "Listen, man, this is coming. I can, ride with me and I'll change your life." You're gonna start, thinking things about some other ways, man.
Yeah, like the guy in the Matrix.
Son.
Oh yeah.
I know this ain't snake.
Anyway, right?
I want to be something famous. Like an actor.
And guess what? We're all acting, man. This is the most size movie, man.
Yep.
His story is happening every day. Right? You've been bugged up thinking history means like yesterday. No. His story is your how about your story, man. The Bible is his story. And you can't change shit. Alright?
Even Shakespeare, right? He said all the world's a stage.
Con.
Our actors. That was an Israelite
Con.
saying. That's not an Edomite saying.
Right?
And then he also had another saying where he said, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here." So what is that talking about?
Exactly.
Book of Lamentation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. It says that dwells in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass.
And Uz just mean east land, man. Right? It's not one place. Look at that word Uz means east. And then the place land they call Asia, right? It is where everyone was at one point. Asia. It's not no Europe, in Asia. It's one landmass. And before 1849, when they built the Suez Canal, took them 10 years to build, that's where they separated Most High's land, right? To forward their lies about there's Africa over there and Asia over there, and this is Europe. Bullshit. That's man-made, right?
The Most High set up landmarks first and foremost. Right? The so-called landmass of Europe is Jaffa. It's Jaffa's landmark, right? And they were pushed to the south. North externally. You have
Try to
Ham,
be glad.
you know, you have Ham's land, and you have Shem, right? You have landmarks, man, land plots, right?
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwells in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt bathe thyself naked.
So everything is gonna be made bare, man. Like the Most High is gonna put you out there and show you who you really are, right? Via the prophets, right? This was this video is all about. That's what we put everything on camera, because you gotta have inquisitive people, inquisitive Jakes looking for the truth and come across it and start side eyeing these Edomite buddies, man. So you guys put us in slavery, right? I got a virgin. His wife's an Edomite, right? And his son told his told his mother, "Hey, mom." Yeah, man. We're laughing. It's not cool because his mother got only mother and father, but when he said it, so you guys put us in slavery.
They shall never feed us.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys have to get off the slave narrative as well, right? Because slavery is not just it for Jake. A lot of you guys were princes, were kings, were queens, were normal people, you were counts, countesses, dukes, you were high lords, right? So not you guys can't all subscribe to slavery.
And that's why you saw black in Ireland, England, the Caribbeans, here, America, to teach that victim mentality. You know, that we were slaves. All right. How about you? You were slaves too. It was both people, both nationalities in subjection, right? And that's what brother read out his oil, right? Because if you Google Morocco and America, their treaties, right? America fucked Morocco, man, on the treaties. Everything they signed, they didn't keep up to it. And you have these people like, oh, more. That's done, man.
But the Moors, they had ships, right? And they would capture a lot of the Edomites, right? And they would sell them, right? In the slave market, you know, the whole Berber slave trade. And a lot of them were already here in the America.
That's what he took it out. We were here, right? Old 10 tribes were here.
You had the Southern Kingdom come freely as well.
Done.
During certain times.
Done.
Right, that's why you look at this guy Matthew Lucas, he'll never tell you, oh, how did he speak with certain Gadites in Newfoundland or Prince Edward Island, right? How did Nova Scotia, right? He just knew how to speak with them, and he was just a random seafarer.
So we're already here, we're already communicating, right? A lot of the Moors or so-called European kings of Europe were already over here trading, right? And like speaking the Hebrew, you know, and like in the Arabic as well. Right? Back to this Daniel 9:7. Or Lord, righteousness belonging unto us, but unto us confusion of faces, as it is this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. So the Israelites were scattered, man. Alright, so you can't look at like you might have like you might be like an Israelite, or the mom is like an Edomite. So even though like you might have an Edomite mother, like you still have to show her like some respect.
And the Moors thing, now we go into it now, you gotta remember that as soon as there's mixing, right? And we were saying a person, same thing to the person of color, oh, he's black, right? He's a Moor. But that's some of them, it was the Edomites, right? Mixing with and masquerading as Moors. Herod today would be a so-called black man, looking like you know, like a sort of black man, but his dad was like is a Herodian man. Right, so that's what they got up to because Jacob was giving his daughter to like an Edomite who was some kind of status in the army or in the palaces. Hey, you all right, friend? You got my daughter, and giving him ranks, right? And they breed her, and then the kids grow up and marry, whatever. So that's what the Bible says. There's wheat and tears, right?
And you got Israelites who are called the Herodians. Who Israelites that followed that dynasty. Oh, yeah, he's the king of Israel. He's the king just lineage of Israel.
O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto us, but unto us confusion of faces as it is this day.
This day, right? So there's people in Jamaica where I'm from. Yo, you're an Israelite, and looking like you're crazy because his lineage go back to Hamite, you know, or Edomite, or Japhite. You know what I mean? Because the girls are a horse too. The girls are the same. The girls didn't change. They think just this kingdom, the girls loose. They're loose from a long time, right? Doing things contrary to what they should be doing. Well,
That's why Jacob literally added
Jezebel, they can't get there, yeah, you know? That's why they had that, man. If it's because they were righteous, they had to get Jezebel. The man said, yeah, I don't know, you're really cool, right? And lock it up,
Yeah.
right?
O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto us. But unto
To the
us,
point, you cut a man's right off, man. You know, you want a job, guess what? You're right off. I don't trust you because it's not me, you don't trust the woman. Right?
unto us belongeth unto us. But unto us confusion of faces as it is this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Right, so everybody, so they get mixed up of people, right? You know, because we're in the flesh, right? I'm saying you gotta try the spirit, but sometimes you'll say, yo, you're an Israelite, and you know, you might listen and you know, well, you ain't no damn Israelite, man. You see what I'm saying? But it's not up to us, right?
It's a Most High and
It's the Most High.
Because the Israelites were scattered through the whole earth and our seed, because Jacob was popping out them foreign women from long term.
Right? And you might say a Chinaman and you cuss him out, and the man put one of the elect. Right?
To the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to all Israel that are near and that are far off, to all the countries whither thou hast driven them.
Right.
Because their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of faces, and to our kings, and to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. Right? So we were very lonely during the dark ages, right? But we lost that power, right? So because like a lot of people are doing all the wickedness in that time period. Alright, so we're in a very low estate now, right? And like you have the Edomite that's above us, but they're about to lose their power. Alright? Like you know, and to our Lord, and to Lord our power belongeth mercy and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed to the voice of the Lord our power, to walk in his law, which he hath set before us by the servants of
So
prophets.
who is saying that? It wouldn't be an righteous Jake saying that. Maybe a man coming to realization, say, you know what? You know, it's time to be humble, man. It's time to return unto the Lord. Right? This makes sense to me. Because the whole time you know, like, wow, how come this damn even this ain't go my way, right? And then when Lord open up your mind, right, and give you the remembrance, once we knew this, right? You say, oh, okay, all right, see it, right? You come to the Lord in a humble state, man. Realizing that there's no people over you, right? So whatever it is you do in the world, leave it alone, and say, you know what, humble down, right? Come back as a newborn babe.
Nevertheless, have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power to walk in his laws, which he has set before us by his servants the prophets.
This is what we're doing, man. And the prophet's gonna come back in their stead. Like little Uzi Vert was no prophet in his last life. Right? He was just a mole. Right?
Jay-Z, Diddy,
All the men. Right? So all we're doing is we're seeing now the spirit, because we forgot what it looked like. We're seeing the spirits that was walking back then, What, and the men playing the spirits back then they were reading about. Those are them wicked Israelites, man. Give us Barabbas.
Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
All Israel, all of us. So we're saying we're holier than thou. We didn't do nothing. Hey, let's look at your life before you came to the truth. So it's all Israel transgressed the law.
Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey his voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and thy oath that is written in the law.
So does it mean we're gonna go somewhere else because we're preaching the truth? Nothing's like that's, oh, them guys are different, like they'll say that, but guess what? You're gonna try to rent a place, and man, they rent the place because of your skin tone, man, right? Like how we speak, right? It's got prejudice. They're prejudging you, right? That's what prejudice actually means. They prejudge you. No, I ain't get my face, man. You're gonna shoot up. You're gonna smoke weed in my face. No, we don't do drugs, right? But if you see us walking in the world, a man's face screw up, and how he carry himself, he might have his shirt tucked in like how Esau wants to tuck in your pants and stand up straight and get stiff. Man goes about how he feels comfortable, and the guy that sells drugs, we're against that kind of stuff, man.
Which that was a sign of our nation.
God.
That was a sign, a token.
God.
That's a social contract made by his people.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him, and you have confirmed his words which he spake against us.
So you see, the Lord is so merciful. That word "because," man, that means he can explain to you. Like, what happened? Because this, right? So he's showing mercy because the Lord wants to figure it out. You know, so you have a girl and she piss you off, and she says something. You figure it out. I'm going, oh, you figure out what you did, man. You know what I mean? But the Lord said, no, that's a sign of mercy, man. Because you did this, which means to give you to go check yourself, right? And come again.
And have confirmed his word, and he spake against us.
And I've confirmed this word because there's things that I don't do no more, and I see my life going. It's better, right? It's better. The things that I thought was attractive to me, right? And like I gotta be this and that. I'm like, oh man, that's so stupid. I was so dumb. One time I brush my teeth and I laugh. Oh man, that was crazy. You know what I mean? That was so stupid, man. Right? Like this from lack of a better term, fun. I enjoy this. Saturday morning, I get up in the morning and I clean my house and I think of the brothers and I go see Jeremiah and Shema, Howard, Ashar, I vision it. You know? I'm damn traffic and I'm trying to get here. You know? This is good.
It's a fervent love.
God.
It's like being a woman.
God.
A fine-ass woman. The same thing, but this is even more.
Yeah, it's a labor of love.
Sophia. Sophia. And have confirmed his
You have to
word.
understand, this is charity work, right? We're not getting paid. We're not getting paid for this, not in that way. We're getting paid spiritually, but this is a labor of love.
Right.
And make it put a video or 2 videos one day. I'm a few good so. No video. You know? Yeah.
And have confirmed his word which spake against us and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
That's a great. Hey, so-called white man is a great evil, man. It's a bad time. Everything that Esau has offered to us is a bad time, man. Jolly Ranchers, you know what I mean? Skittles, anything. It's a bad time. That this man has nothing good to offer you. He's not called the good in no place in the Bible. He's good about it. No, he's called the wicked. Right? I was to say, if you go into a factory and you want to find Esau, the door says wicked, he be sitting there. I can help you. His door says wicked. You have the righteous. Maybe Yahushua, man. That's his office. He's the wicked. And he's in order. He does wicked shit. Perfect. You know? That's the man. man's thing, man. The only elements that's not in the order is the Israelites, man. The dogs are in order, well, if they're in the wild, they're in order. But once Esau get them, they're going to turn some bugged out shit, you know? But these is in order, as long as Esau don't bug them. You see, anything that's not in order, Esau did it. He tampered with it, right? The trees are coming out in the wrong time, and the weather's all messed up because Esau.
As it is written.
Hold on, he's talking about the same
Khan.
This
What's called something atrazine.
He's messing up the water.
He'll tell you it exists in nature.
Khan.
As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us. Yet,
And that law of Moses is that Deuteronomy 28. That's a powerful chapter, man. Right? It speaks of the blessings, and the blessing is basically transcending into what heaven's going to be like. Because heaven is about rulership and having joy over your kids, your children, kids, your children, right? Being at peace with your brother, right? Your woman is in order. Okay.
Having holes in your basket.
Done.
Whatever you touch is blessed.
Done.
We don't know about that.
Go ahead.
You know?
As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us.
And that's from 15 down to 68. So for the first 14 verses, it's telling you what's up, right? If you hearken and do what you're told. Most of it, do as I say. Don't two-way conversation. Blah! Do what you're saying, man. And if you don't do this, all these things, and it happens for that sign and token. So them JW always talking about they always knew who they were. Right there, you say, well, hey, man, you're going contrary to scriptures. Because Jeremiah 17, 4 says we're going to lose who we are. We don't know who we were. Even Jeremiah, a righteous man, they going to say, yo, big man, at times you don't even know who you are. You think Jeremiah wasn't in the kingdom saying, I'm a black man? At one point, saying, I'm black.
Bro, yeah, man, these are all curses, man. Hey, like,
We lost our identity.
one time, like me and this brother, we used to live in this one neighborhood, cursed out the precinct. We went to the precinct, we were cursing them out, and the sergeant's like, oh, he said, are the kids playing outside? And we told him, yeah. He said, it's a good sign.
It's a good sign.
He said, because a few years ago they weren't. There's a lot of shootings.
Yeah.
That's the Edomite, like,
Yo.
niggas in different neighborhoods, that's how they think about it, man. That's a token, man. You think wherever he lives in Owen Sound or wherever the fuck he goes back to,
Richmond Hill.
you know?
Kids are in the street playing hockey.
Yeah.
Rollerblading.
Therefore, hath the Lord watched upon the evil and brought it upon us. For the Lord our power is righteous in all his work which he hath.
So it's a righteous thing, man. All them things that we went through, it's righteous. You know what I mean? We should have been dead. The wage of sin pays death. That's what the Bible says. Right? So we're doing good.
For we obeyed not his voice. And now,
That's all right.
O our Lord, our power, that hath brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and have gotten thee renowned, as in this day we have sinned, and we have done wickedly.
This is 2nd Ezra 2:5 in the Good News. It says, Father Ezra, I call on you to testify against these people as their mother has done, because they have refused to keep my commandment, my covenant. Now bring confusion on them and ruin on their mother, so that they will have no descendants. Meaning they would have descendants, but not in their right mind, because Israel is a fruitful people. And then the scriptures also say there is no end of Israel. It said the days of the people may be numbered, but the days of Israel is not numbered. Right? So verse 7, it says, they will be scattered among the nations, and no one on earth will remember them any longer, for they have despised my covenant. Right? So pretty much they're brought to confusion, man.
Lamentations 2:15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem.
So there's an Edomite, every side show up with a low here with a dog. That's her. And then the elder said, what should I say? Look who you said. Okay? But every week, like we care. But again, that's prophecy. We expect that. Hey, if everyone's coming saying, hey, we love you guys are the best. We say, hey man, we're doing the wrong thing. That's what happened. Unless you're an Israelite and Most High has vetted you. But we know when we contrary to the
Status quo.
God, right? You know, we know that. It's controversy, right? It's a wrestling, a tussle, right?
Saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?
Hey, we say that too, man. You know, that's an Israelite. You know, we put a curse on that 2/3, man, because we know they're going off. You know, we can't wait for the kingdom to be established, and everybody comes back in their right mind, man. You know, of course, our people, we have love for our people, man. All right, so that's what the Bible speaks love for our people. All right.
All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen it.
All right, so that really close up and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops, all right, of GMS, and shalom to the 144,000 and the 1/3. Kwame Yasharallah.
Kwame
Yasharallah.
Shalom. Shalom.